Good afternoon. I'm Reverend Lee Ireland, and I am here to invite you to a gathering that we are going to have this coming Saturday, September 26th, at the Rolling Ridge Conference Center through Zoom, called A Gathering of Women. And we will be discussing many different opportunities that we may have during this coming year to explore our journeys of faith together and learn some of the different stages, the rites that we might be going through as we go through our life, but more importantly, how God speaks to each one of us no matter where we are or where we are on life's journey. And as I stand here, a train is going by to remind me of the different experiences that we have and the different styles of travel. But behind me, you will see that there is a labyrinth that is part of the park in Niantic where I live, and it is a gift that has been created by many of the women from the Niantic Community Church, and I hope that you can see it. It is, I don't know whether you have been able to walk one of these paths, but I have the privilege of being able to do this almost every single day if I can choose to, if I have the time. And it is a representation for me, a metaphor of how we can walk with God on our journeys. Sometimes it is a simple thing and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. There are larger versions of the labyrinth, such as at the Chartres Cathedral, which I've also had the privilege of being able to walk, which has a different design to it with stages that represent more of the complication of our lives. But the importance of the labyrinth is being able to start at one point and enter and go in with perhaps a question or a concern. And as you go through the path, you let go of that in order to be present to God and see whether there is an answer that comes or whether you might have more insight to something completely different as you get to the center and come back out again to take the message out into your life. You will also notice that behind me is the Niantic Bay. Again, this is something that I have the privilege of enjoying every day, and one of the pieces of being by the water is that I have come to appreciate that watching the waves and listening to the sounds of them can represent very closely the breath that we take, the in and out, and can help us to remember that in our bodies, as the breath comes in with some fresh air and takes out the old air, we are nourished by the physical elements of the earth, just like our spiritual journeys can also nourish our inner well-being. And I hope that you will consider joining us for this event on Saturday, no matter what path that you are on or what stage you are at in your journey, because it will be important for we as women to talk about where we are, what kind of hungers that we may have, what resources that we have that we can share with one another to nurture ourselves and nurture the group, but also perhaps design some new opportunities in which to deepen in our faith and our relationship with God. Because as we all know, our life journeys don't just get to a certain point and everything is easy, but rather that as we go through life, we have different experiences that help us to deepen certain skills, and then we learn new skills. And the value is to learn it for ourselves and then to take it out into the world and invite others to engage in the journey, learn for themselves, and help us to bring more of God's light, love, and grace into the world. If you would like to be able to participate in the retreat, I invite you to go to the Rolling Ridge Conference Center website. On that, you will see an icon for a gathering of women with a link where you can sign up, and then you will receive an email with the link for the Zoom conference that we will be having on Saturday beginning at 9:30. And I look forward to having those who can join us to participate this coming Saturday. But if you can't and would like to come at another one, please stay tuned and we will welcome you whenever you can come to the gathering of women during this coming year. I will bring in the truth that with the passing of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I think all of us are very mindful that she did an awful lot of hard work to bring about the rights of women, and now it's our turn to continue the work that she began so that more and more of these rights expand and we can all experience greater and greater freedom, not only here on this earth, but also within our journeys of faith and in our relationship with God. And so I hope that you can join us this coming Saturday. Thank you.